Hello and welcome to Tracy Mommy Reads. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be talking to you about some of the books on my TBR. And for those of you who don't know, TBR stands for To Be Read. My TBR list is a mile long, but I thought today I would just focus on 5 of the books on my TBR. So without further ado, first up is going to be the book that has been on my TBR the longest. I purchased this book, it had to be probably almost 5 years ago. I'm so embarrassed to admit that. But I purchased this book about 5 years ago. It's called Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. And it is a sci-fi book that deals with this guy who is kidnapped, I guess, and he wakes up kind of in a alternate timeline, it appears, of his life. And I am someone who really enjoys like sci-fi type movies, supernatural movies, superhero movies, anything with action and adventure, because I love the world building and the special effects and all of that stuff. But it's never really been my go-to genre in books. And this was going to be like my first attempt at reading a sci-fi type book, and total fail because I haven't gotten to it. I just can't get my mind to conjure up the proper images because these writers are so precise and detailed with their imagery. But I am going to make this a priority. I'm going to get this one finished before the end of the year. So yeah, Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. That one's on my list. Next up is a book that I feel like is going to take me the longest to finish. And it's not because of the subject matter or anything like that, but I'll tell you why. And that is Ask Again Yes by Mary Beth Keane. Ask Again Yes by Mary Beth Keane. And this particular book, it follows 2 New York rookie cops who are also neighbors in the suburbs, and just kind of what goes on in their lives behind closed doors. And I love stories like this because, I love character studies. I love how authors put together characters in the dialogue and all that. So I found this to be a really interesting premise. I'm not gonna read the whole blurb, but even though looks like a small book, it's 390 pages, but this is the deal. Can y'all see that? Why is this print so small? And why didn't I notice this when I purchased it? I need a large print book. I think I started trying to read this like in bed one night and was going cross-eyed. I'm either gonna have to get this like large print from the library or get me a magnifying glass. I mean, this print is hella small. So I know this one would take me a much longer time to read in its current form, but I'm committed to getting through this one some kind of way this year. So Ask Again Yes by Mary Beth Keane. Okay, a book that I was most excited about when I purchased it, and that is One of Us is Lying. One of Us is Lying by Karen McManus. And yes, this book has been made into a series on Hulu. It follows a group of teens who, I think they went to detention, and one of them ends up dead. Yeah, one of them ends up dead, and his classmates who were in detention with him, they're the suspects. And so hence kind of the title, I guess, through an interrogation or something, is like One of Us is Lying, like somebody knows what's going on. And the TV series got kind of lukewarm reviews, so it kind of like put a damper on my excitement about reading the book. But as we all know, the books are always better than the movies or their TV adaptations. So I'm still excited about reading it, and this is one I'm hoping to get through before the end of the summer, actually. One of Us is Lying. Okay, next up is the newest book. And yes, I know, like I said, I have 1,000,001 books to read, so I don't know why I would walk into half-price books the other day and pick up another book. But look at this cover. Fake It Till You Bake It by Jamie Wesley. I couldn't resist it. It was so cute. It just jumped out at me. And this is more of a lighthearted kind of meet cute book about this baker and this reality show star and kind of how they end up in a relationship. And so this is kind of in line with some of the type of stories I've written before. So I'm just looking forward to having kind of like a fun, little book that I can read that's not like making me bite my nails or having to think too hard, but just that's genuinely for entertainment entertainment and escapism. So this is on my list also for this summer. Fake it till you bake it. Okay, and last up is going to be my next book that I'm going to be reading. But before I show you the title, I finished another book last night. So that's going to be my next book review. But this book, Time Salvager by Wesley Chu, that's going to be the next book I read. I've actually already started reading it. And this is a sci-fi book. So this will probably be my first sci-fi book because Dark Matter is probably going to get pushed down, you know, like maybe near Halloween probably. But this one, I've already started it, and it deals with multiple dimensions and time travel and things like that. So yeah, I'm really excited to see where it's going, because that's kind of what it's about. There's this guy who it's kind of like set in a post-apocalyptic world, and he goes back to abandoned Earth to get something and finds this woman there, and they're both on the run and they're jumping through dimensions and that kind of thing. So, you know, we saw the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, and like I said, I love stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to seeing if I can't, you know, kind of channel some of what I saw to make this make more sense for me. This one is up next. Wesley Chu's The Time Salvager. So yeah, those are just 5 of the books on my TBR list, with many more to come, I'm sure. But I thought I'd share those today just to kind of hold myself accountable, because I've told y'all about them, and I'm sure y'all are going to be wanting to know what I thought about them. So that means I got to put them in the rotation and get them read. So anyway, if anyone has read any of the books that I shared today, let me know in the comments what I can expect, or if you think I'm going to really like it, or which book you recommend that I start after The Time Salvager. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. For those of you who have not, you still got time. Click it now. Click that subscribe button and make sure that you like this video. Thank you so much for watching. You guys enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.